Welcome to another season in the non-league for Leek Town. It's been a bit of a real drag trying to get ourselves from Tier 7 up to the Football League, and we're nowhere near yet. We're still in the 6th tier after 5 seasons, but in our 6th season, there is a definite sense of optimism, and that optimism comes from the squad that we have assembled. If you were with me this morning, we came on and together we went and looked. We're very limited as to how we can search and where we can search. So we just stuck to one strategy, but I'm confident that the players that we have, we can do quite well. Now, it doesn't look like we've got massive, mega players here because of the stars, but I'm confident that the likes of Big Tell are going to excel in this new tactic that we have. And the new tactic is probably the key to everything because if it goes like the preseason has gone, we are going to rip this league up. So if we look at the league in the preseason, should I say, in its entirety, we gave it lots of games because I wanted lots of ideas about how this is going to last. So we played Chirk, and with a McCarthy hat trick, we managed to get 5 goals. Against Paddyham, we got 4 goals. Played against Swansea City, we played a 50-50 game, but lost 2-0. But that's against a team that is many divisions above us. Played another division above us is Harrogate Town, as my dog is migrating for a toy. And this against Harrogate, we absolutely levered them 5-1. And they're supposed to be in a higher division with us. Admittedly, only one division higher, but it wasn't that long ago. They were in League 2. So, it's good results for us there. Tividale, again, another smaller team. And again, we found plenty of goals, 4-1. Reading, again, another team higher up in the divisions than us. And a 2-2 draw against them. In fact, if we actually click on that, you can see exactly 50-50. We were dead level with Reading. If we look at Reading and where they sit, they're in League 1. So that's 3 divisions above us. So I would say that so far so good for the tactic. Then we go on. We lost to Wigan Athletic again, another team that's in a higher division than us. Probably the first real tonking that we had, again in League 1. Do we want to look at the? Because I didn't actually check this, but so yeah, we weren't completely overawed by them either. We had 15 shots and 6 on target, so we were in the game. It wasn't a very good result in the context of things, but it was a win. That's the important bit. A lot of the players playing, admittedly, are going to be players who we had in on trial because we were testing people out as well. Sporting Calcer, nice 3-0 win. Sutton Coldfield, nice 4-2 win. AFC Mansfield, where are they? What league are they in? Currently not up here. Oh, right, okay. So this must be a smaller Mansfield. Oh yeah, it's Mansfield Town, isn't it? The Football League one. I thought that was a good result for a team that was potentially above us, but either way, it was a 6-0 win. Again, the usual suspects getting on the board. And then a fantastic win against a local rival, 8-0. I'm quite excited about this tactic. And then, if you look, there's a disappointing defeat to Eastleigh at the end. If we look at Eastleigh, they are on a par with us, but in the south. I would suggest, though, that we were unlucky to lose that game. Because if you look at it, 56% to 44, 26 shots to their 4, 9 on target to their 3. Our XG was 3.2, and we scored 1 goal. Their XG was 0.4, and they scored 2 goals. So they were really lucky in that. I don't know why I'm looking up there for the camera. The camera's there. I've forgotten I've moved it. Apologies if I'm looking away from you and being rude. And yeah, so I think that we've done okay. Don't get me wrong. We should have won that game. But So now we've got to go and play our first match in the league. If we want to see well, I want to see. Whether you do, I don't know. That's up to you. But we want to see where we're predicted to finish this season. Season preview. According to this, we are 4th favourites behind Bury, Scarborough and Morecambe. So teams like Guiseley, Hereford, he caused us problems last season. Blythe Spartans finished above us last season. I think they quite fancy us to do well this season, and so it'd be rude for us not to oblige. Again, I'm looking now. I'm gonna have to move the camera. Can't get used to the camera being straight on. So let's get to the game and see what team we can put out. Oh, there is one thing I need to do very quickly before we do that. We need a goalkeeper desperately, urgently. It was the one position that I haven't filled yet, and I'd then forgotten about it. So let's have a look at who is available. They haven't got to be great. They've just got to be a substitute for now. So we've got a guy who's wanted by FC United called Lewis Ward. And if he's wanted by FC United and he's 6'4", he's 33 years old. So he's been around a bit. I'm going to approach to sign him. We'll offer the player a non-player. We'll want to be given a job. We don't currently have any space for them. So let's get rid of that for now and suggest. So he's still willing to talk to us, even though we haven't offered him a non-playing role. So he's going to be a player. I'm happy to give him exactly what he's asking for there. We'll just do 11 months because he is a bit of a stopgap keeper who is going to be backup for us. And we'll just go with exactly what he wants. If FC United and Manchester come in, we won't get him. Just want to look, see if there's anybody else who is of a similar ilk. So Harry Lewis is another one who's been around the block a bit. He's been at Carlisle for a long time and he's used to sitting on the bench. But, Remy Mitchell as well. 26-year-old. 5 clean sheets when he played for Truro City. It's not too bad, to be fair. And according to our thing, it would be a superb signing. Let's just see what conditions he wants. Backup as well. Finalise. Negotiate. He wants a little bit more, so we will try and negotiate that down. Suggest. So 430. Finalise. Exit. So we've got a couple of keepers. May not get both of them. But yeah, let's go and see who we can play in these positions for our team to make our first knock at season 6, which I believe is season 30-31 in years, if we're talking 2030. I think. I'm pretty sure it is. So attacking midfielder right is going to be this guy here. This is going to be the best team that I can put out. Already decided that I want Bradbury playing in that position. And I've just literally changed that and it hasn't changed. Ty Hall. So clear that selection. What is going on with this? All right, forget that. I'm going to drag him across. it's easier. So, Bradbury to there. I just don't want to miss anybody that's important. I'm excited about having this guy here, Khalil Steele. I'll show you all. I'll show you around all the players when we've got the team set up. But we'll go with Clark to there, Atuhu to there. Steele will have to go on the bench today, but he should be getting a game, in my opinion. Obviously, the guys in yellow we can't pick. I feel like there's another one. So we've got Clark, Atuhu, Cloverley and Steele. They're the ones who've got on loan. We have paid for some of our loans, which is unthinkable, really, isn't it? And who are we missing here? Brown. That's what we're looking for. So Brown is going to make that position his own. That's my opinion. And I may have him dropping into the defence when we're out of possession, but we'll have to wait and see. So now that's the 11 that we're going to pick. So let's make sure we've got a balanced thing. So we've got right winger, left winger covered. Right back and centre back more than covered. And also midfield and defensive midfield covered. Jones has got the midfield covered more advanced. Utaka can cover the bench as well, and Feezy can be the 7th one. We haven't got any goalkeepers yet, so we can't do them. Davis is on a promise, but he's going to get disappointed because he isn't going to be used for it, really. He's asked for more playing time. I've said okay, but I'm going to sell him before we do that. So transfer, offer via transfer room. You can go for 0 if somebody's willing to put in the offer, mate. Offer player. So let's go to match in our first game of Season 6. And I'm fairly hopeful this is going to be a title-winning season. At the end of 90 minutes, we might have a different impression of how this season's going to go, but we'll see. That's the thing with starting a new season. You're never 100% certain on what is going on. So let's see how we get on in our first game, which is against somebody. I forgot. Who we played against? Give us a clue. Instructions. No, not instructions. We want tactics. Opposition instructions. Who are they? Tell me who they are. Oh, we'll have to wait for it to tell me on the thing. Anyway, so we'll cancel that. There is another way of finding out, but I don't want to click on it, really. Settings, will that tell me? No. I'll have to click on that. St Albans. I couldn't think for the life of me who it was. St Albans is who we're against. That's going to take some editing when I do the little mini-series. So St Albans in the first game of our season, which will be a promotion season. I'm being very positive. I think we've got a good side here. It's a very thin squad, I will admit that. But the idea is that we can add players as we feel we need. As Big Tell is very unlucky not to score in this 8th minute of the game. Just tell her I'm streaming. So Okorodudu has burst through the team and scored, scoring the exact type of goal that I was hoping we'd be avoiding this season with this tactic. I mean, this is exactly why I've put this tactic in there, so that he's got no space to go at all, and somehow we let him run straight through it. Not a good start, but I'm not going to let it wind me up. We're going to beat them 6-1. Here's Correa. He'd rather have a throw-in than swing in the cross while they're under pressure. Not sure why he did that. But here he comes again. He's chipped it in with his left foot outside of. And that was unlucky there from Coverley. Now, Coverley, I don't know if you remember, we were thinking of loaning him last season from Crew Alex. We've managed to get him on loan this season. We ended up loaning his mate instead and rejected him. But this season he's with us and hopefully going to have a full season of ripping up that right wing. Here he comes again. He's got McCarthy at the back post and he's looking for him. Now Brown plays it to Clark. And Ty Hall has got forward and slotted home. 1-1. The recovery has happened and now it's a case of kicking on and winning this match. Good to see Brown involved a little bit further up the pitch than he normally is as well. Usually plays as a centre-back. We've got him today as the defensive midfielder. And doing a fine job, he is too. We look at the stats, we are in complete control. 5 shots to 1, 3 on target to 1, and nearly 70% possession. I mean, they are using a diamond, so there should be loads of space on the wings. Almost tempted to switch Clark to a wing back. We'll wait till half time and see whether it feels like it's necessary. Good tackle from Scott on Coverley there. And they bring it forward. Coyote brings the ball forward even further. Swings in the cross. And that Okorodudu is getting on my nerves. Will somebody just kick him? I mean, that was a good cross and header, but really we shouldn't be allowing him to get such an easy header close to the line. So, just bear with me while I go and tell my dog off as well. So this is not looking good, is it? We've absolutely dominated the game, but just like the Eastleigh one, we are losing. How can you be angry with them when they are playing so well, but somehow we're losing? Does make me wonder if we need a much better keeper. Either that or we need to buy Okaredudu because he has absolutely ripped us apart. Coverley does well to win the ball back in the pointless highlight, which is still going. Clark plays it to Coverley. Plays it to Hall. Not sure what Hall was doing there. That was a terrible pass. Correa brings the ball down the left now. Swings the cross in. We've got Big Tell at the back post, but he's missed the target. Tell you what, we need some goals from him this season. You do feel that if his tactic really kicks in, we could well get them as well. Looking at some of the games that we played in pre-season, we could score a hatful. But it's dependent on the guys, and I mean, I've forgotten his name and it won't pause. Clark has just given the ball away. There's a hat-trick for Okaredudu. I'll just stop him. They've had 3 shots and scored 3 goals. I mean, I should let you watch the goal, really. There we go. He has absolutely battered us. Will you pause? Why won't you pause? I've got to make subs now while the blooming game's playing. So time to bring on the cavalry. Big Taylor's coming off. McCarthy's going up front. And we need to put a defensive midfielder on. Let's go with Butler for Brooms. And Brown can drop back. We need somebody big to get the tall guy who keeps scoring goals against us. This has been a shocking game. Look at that, 3 shots, 3 goals. We're going very attacking. It never works, does it? But so time is ticking away. A 2-who wins ahead of there, but they're coming forward again. Mensah does well to win the ball back. Picked up the ball on the right. Runs forward with it. Swings in the cross. Steele is at the far post. Has picked it up again himself. Chips it back in. And McCarthy gets a good goal there. That is... I mean, we've got a chance now. But I'm almost certain that'll be the last highlight of the game. Let's see if it is. There's a nice little chipped cross. McCarthy dominated with a header. Very similar to the goals that they've scored, in fairness. I called it the last highlight, and it's going to be, isn't it? You're telling me in 10 minutes of very attacking football, you don't create another highlight? Bugs me, this game sometimes. So how can you be mad at them though when they've played so well and lost? I just don't know what to say about that. That one player has just torn us to pieces. Well, you know what I said about promotion and winning the league and all that? I take it back. We might survive relegation if we don't come against this guy every day. Wow, look at that. Tried to sign him. He's currently on 725 to 1.1k. He wants 3 grand off me. Akaradoo, you're going to be sat near the bottom of the table, and I'm going to get promoted. And you're arguing about that money. You're unrealistic little toad. Raymond Joseph is not going to get anywhere near our first team, so we'll get rid of him. Just want to check that we've not got the under 18s on our filters. Gotta say that Akaradudu looks really good. Could you imagine having him and Akarakiri in our team? Akaradudu and Akarakiri. That would have been a nightmare for commentating. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was going to show you the new guys, wasn't I? View all offers. Accept all offers because we want to get rid of him. Squad. So you want to see the new players that we've got? Be my guess. Wayne Clark is a speedy right winger who we've loaned from Wrexham. Looks reasonable in most areas. I think we probably want to be putting him as a wing back, really, because we're wasting his pace a bit having him as a full back. So that's one tactical change that I'm going to make for the next game. A Tuhu. Zlatan, very important to have that in there because it means he's a good player. He's 6'1", very well rounded. Nothing spectacular, but everything well rounded. He'll be a useful player for us for a year here from Crew Alexandra, our affiliate club. All these are not new. This is another one from our affiliate club, Crew Alexandra. Good pace. Crossing's just about there. Okay, dribbling, finishing, and heading, all good and all going to be very useful. I think he'll be all right over the course of the season. Khalil Steele. It's a bit of a mouthful to say. 14 pace, crossing and dribbling. Probably less of a finisher than McCarthy, who we've got there. So when he backs in, he's probably going to need to be a winger. But we do want to give him plenty of game time because I think he is going to be quality. Shelton is just a guy who we've got on £50 a week. Absolute bargain. He's got good pace, acceleration. 5'9", so probably not really any good as a centre back. His technicals are not great, which is why he's only a backup. He shouldn't complain too much about not getting too many games. Then we've got Gareth Jones. Is not a new guy. He's one of the up and coming guys, but he's really coming on. And look at him. Bravery's really good. Determination and decisions off the ball. A vision and work rate. He could well see himself break into the first team this season. Good first touch and technique. And shame he hasn't got free kicks as well. But yeah, he could be really good. Passing is probably his biggest letdown, if I've got to be honest. Nathan Butler obviously is another one. Just looking to see if there's any other new guys. I don't think that is. So we've not added many. It's not like we've ripped the team apart, but we are quite weak in terms of our squad. So we are going to have to think very carefully about our squad rotation and stuff like that. So we now have a substitute keeper. Hopefully we'll have 2 soon. And both of them are quite experienced as well, so could be quite useful to us. So these guys, I would like to sign them, but I don't think that we're going to have a opportunity to do so. Jaden Dixon, I think I tried to sign him once, but he wants way too much money. Sean Hogan, probably not really good enough, if I'm honest. And he'll probably want a bigger role than what I would like to give him. So I'm not going to even offer him. And Mitchell is coming. Obviously, he's a player who's signing. Banks is another right back stroke left back. Oh, we do need a left back, actually. We do, or someone who can play left back. It's just whether he's actually good enough for it. It's 33. Let's see what he wants. If he wants to be a fringe player on a very cheap contract, then we might bring him in. Do you know what? I'm almost tempted to say, okay, come as a non-contractor. He's just somebody who we could use on the left if necessary, because we haven't got much cover on the left. So we said we were going to change this guy to a wing back. And let's try Coverley as a winger. Admittedly, they are both going to be... Yeah, I think we'll do it like that. We might need to put Coverley as an inverted winger or something. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Inverted winger, wing back. Like I say, this tactic could... So when... There he is, shut up. So when we feel like we're going to play Khalil Steele, then McCarthy can move across to the right as a sort of like inside forward, and we can put that guy as a winger. So I want to bring in Unwin for a game. The question is, who do we take out? I'm going to say he's more of a playmaker than he is the channel midfielder. So we'll take you Taka off the bench and put him in. And Mitchell as our keeper. We've got to find a place for you on the bench so Shelton can come out and Mitchell can go onto the bench. I mean, he's not going to be number 1. That's going to be saved for a special keeper who we haven't seen yet. We haven't met. I haven't looked for him, if I'm honest. But they go looking at the camera again and it's not there. Right. My dog and cat have been an absolute nightmare every time I put the stream on. They seem to decide to pick that moment to try and play together. It is ridiculous. Never work with animals or kids. Or women for that matter. Okay, so Correa. I still call him a bike. Clark. Forgot about the pointless highlight. I just remembered how we could have found out who we were against. We just needed to do that. Sudbury is the team that we're against today, just in case you didn't know, because I didn't. So early doors, we're getting a lot of chances, but again, not seeing any fruit in terms of highlights and goals. Dropped it to balance just to see whether we can exert even more control on the game. They haven't had a shot yet, but it must be coming now. Oh, they've gone from having no shots to 4 shots in the blink of an eye. Well, this is exciting, isn't it? Oh. Not impressed with that at all. Not a single highlight. I'm going with I'm not happy with the performance out there. And we're going to bring the great Khalil on for Coverley. And he'll want to be a winger. So Correa, stay as a fullback for me. And you want to be an inside forward, don't you? Yes, you do. That all we want to do? I think so, yeah. So Gordon to swing in a corner. We haven't seen many highlights at all. Are you joking? Are you really kidding me? We're going to get FM'd again. Twice in one stream is bad enough, but twice in a row. We are going very attacking. Just so that the non-highlights have got 40 minutes to play. I cannot believe this. Change him to a target man. Let's drop him back to a central midfielder. And what can we do? Bradbury on for Hall. Butler can come on for Atuhu. And on we go. All that optimism that I had, and we're going to be blooming facing the sack before the end of this stream. I literally thought we were going to walk this league. And here we are, 2 games in, 2 defeats. So Steele wins the ball back, gives it to Brown. Brown dallying on it a little bit, but does get the pass away. Unwin. Plays it to Bradbury. Plays a long ball to McCarthy. I think he's onside. The flag's not gone up, and Big Tell gets there, and Big Tell. Big Tell, Big Bad Tell. That's the goal we've been seeking, and he's finally come up with the goods. I was worried McCarthy might be offside, but the flag never went up. Little reverse pass, and Big Tell slots it home nicely. Perhaps that's the answer, is we just needed him as a target forward. He scored loads of goals, though, when we were playing the same role in the friendlies. Time's running out. It's looking like a draw. Oh, we have a highlight. Still a few minutes of injury time to go. McCarthy. Clark has... Oh, I thought he'd given it away then. Unwin chips it nicely to McCarthy. Plays it to Clark. Clark skins his man, does he? Nope, he's crossed it in. It's not been dealt with, and Khalil Steele pulls it back, and Bradbury hits McCarthy, I think. And because he hit McCarthy, McCarthy was offside. So there we go, another game where we've absolutely dominated and not come out with a win. You do think, though, with the amount of chances we're getting, that we should get better. You were unlucky tonight. We'll keep on with that narrative. It says we rescued a late draw. Look at how brilliant we were in terms of stats. Right, so let's have a quick look at the things that are stopping us from scoring in this tactic. What can it be? All instructions in possession is probably going to be the biggest thing. I'm going to say hit early crosses. And cross style floated crosses. Go with balanced for that. And let's leave it at that for now. Don't want to make too many sweeping changes. I do want us to get the ball in as quick as possible. I mean, the only reason they've got in is because they got our dodgy penalty. They were 1-0 up, and we were like much the better team. So Lewis Ward. The irony is, if he's good, he's very experienced. He could well end up being the first choice keeper and on the least amount of money. So Raymond Joseph. Don't think he's ever going to see my first team anyway, so we'll happily accept a loan deal for him. He may well be going on a free at the end of the season anyway. I think he was one of the ones who hasn't got a contract. So Lewis Ward, let's have a look at you. Aerial reach is okay, jumping reach is okay. I don't think there's too much to complain about in your stats. Let's compare you to Remy, first of all. Where are you, Remy? There you are. So attributes. So leadership. He has Remy by a mile because Remy's only got 1 for leadership, so he's no leader, is he? Aerially, Remy's very eccentric compared to him. First touch, he's better. Kicking, he's better. Handling, Remy's better. tendency to punch. Remy has that more. Rushing out, he has more, which is unusual. Usually the two, punching and rushing out, eccentricity and all that, all go together. Both about the same for that. Throwing, there's not a massive amount of difference. Work rate, he's a little bit better, and teamwork and vision. So he could be quite useful. He's a very experienced keeper by the looks of it. Where's he been in his career? So he's just a season ago, he played 34 games for Port Vale. And 41 the season before that. Do you know what? He's very quickly potentially become... Oh, we should have compared him to our first choice keeper, who I think might have just lost his spot. Having seen his experience now, Fred Heath could be at risk. He's got better aerial reach as Fred Heath, but communication's not as good, first touch is not as good, kicking is not as good, passing is not as good, throwing is not as good. So distribution-wise, which is more of what we're likely to need from a goalkeeper, I think Fred Heath is a backup at the moment. So I don't think there's an issue with if we give Ward the number one. I think he's our number one. Didn't think I was going to be saying that, to be honest. Obviously we were just panic buying and stuff, but I think he could be quite useful to us. He's just had Football League for the last 2 seasons, nearly a full seasons at that. So, Fred Heath, you've been wonderful, but where is he? There's Remy Mitchell. Where's Jonesy? That's why. It's because his name's Ward, not Jones. I can't believe I looked at the wrong player. And we've got Banks as well. We are beginning to have a few players of strength to our team. Actually, I think once this team clicks, I think we'll be fine. But we're just giving ourselves a bit of a disadvantage at the start. I mean, what's a bet if I put the XG League on, we're up there at the top. We're not quite top, but we're close. We're in the top 4. Just shows your XG means nothing. Team shape. Nearly forgot to make some changes. So Khalil Steele can come on. McCarthy switch sides. Be an inside forward. Steele be a winger. Correa be a fullback. Then we want Hall to come off and Bradbury to go on. I'm going to drop Brown back into defence, give him a break, and Butler, you can go into the defensive midfield role. This is squad rotation. It's not anything to do with whether I think the players are any good or not. The only one who I don't want is Davis, who is, he's okay in terms of his stats, tackling wise, excellent, pace, excellent, but his attitude stinks. So that's why he's on his bike. So let's do due diligence this time. We're playing Bedford. Let's give ourselves an idea of who we're up against. If we go to the opposition report, expected tactical style, they're going to press high. And they're not a great side, so I would really expect us to beat that. So with due diligence done, let's go and do just that. Here's my number 1. Sure, there's a song there somewhere, but it's not coming to mind at the moment. Mr. Lewis Ward, welcome to the team. 33 years old, great experience, something that we haven't got a massive amount of in this team. Maybe his leadership will help. So Bedford start with a very quick lump the ball forward. We miss seeing Lewis Ward getting his first touch for the club. Early signs, we've had a couple of shots, they've had none. So May Parrott for Bedford gets dispossessed by Unwin. Unwin charging forward. Can he square the ball? He's got a good cross to McCarthy. McCarthy, good control. McCarthy gives it to Bradbury, but Bradbury can't get the shot away. At least it was a highlight. We've seen a lot of chances, not a lot of highlights, and that's a bit disconcerting, to be honest. I may slow the pace down a little bit if it carries on like this. So a long ball forward, but Bradbury wins it back. We don't get the second ball, though. It's gone long again. And they've won and burst through the middle. And to be honest, Wood dived about 3 weeks before the shot, but he missed the target. That was their first chance, and it was an absolutely brilliant chance. Probably better than ours. Clark, McCarthy, Unwin. Clark makes his run, but the ball was behind him there. But now he's got it with space to run into. He's gone for the shot. Wow, that was a good effort. And a good save, in fairness. I don't really like my right backs shooting, but that wasn't a bad effort. McCarthy, Clark, Bradbury. Etuhu gives it to Clark again. Clark swings in the cross. McCarthy's lurking, and McCarthy scores. We've finally got ourselves a lead in a game. At least, I don't think we've had a lead. Good ball from Clark. There were two players waiting at the back. But the best of those was McCarthy by a mile, and he's gone and tucked it away nicely. So let's put this game beyond doubt before half time. That's got to be my suggestion to the guys. Go a bit more attacking. And instructions, let's slow the pace down to standard. Try and pick your passes a little bit better. Steele plays it to Unwin. Gives it back to Steele. Goes all the way back to Brown. Not playing a defensive midfield role today. Bradbury chips the ball forward. Steele heads it in. Big Tell. Oh, that was not a bad effort from Big Tell. Just wide of the post. Yet another game of total domination on the stats. But we've not quite put them to bed yet. So this is not a foregone conclusion. Dangerous corner, which is not yet completely clear. Correa wins the ball, and Steele charging forward now. He's got nobody with him. There are a couple of players about to arrive. It's 7 against 1. One is winning. And they've got a penalty. I think he was pulled back. So Unwin with the penalty, and he blasts it home. The keeper stood roughly where the shot went, but it was so hard he didn't have a chance to move. So 2-0. Feel a little bit more comfortable now. And I reckon if we drop to balance for hopefully the rest of this game, we won't need to worry. This game will just see itself out from here on in. Nobody's played a particularly bad game. Butler is a 6.6, which is not fantastic, but Steele tried to play it to Unwin, but Unwin wasn't looking in the right direction. Bradbury. McCarthy. Bradbury, go out wide. Clark swings in an early cross. Nobody's there. Unwin collects the loose ball. Bradbury takes a shot from distance. Mackenzie, Bradbury, take a bow. That was sensational. Unwin gets the assist as well. So Unwin's got a goal and an assist to his name all of a sudden. Get out, nobody came to him, so he just thought, I might as well hit it top bins then. And he did, and we're 3-0 up. Now this could be anything from here on in. We've seen the way we demolished some of the weaker teams that we played in the friendlies. This could easily be 5 or 6. You're doing brilliant. Keep going. So Unwin and Bradbury. Butler. Pointless highlight. Why are you commentating? So into the 50th minute of a game. Hole. Brings the ball forward. Well, where's the defence? What the hell just happened there? I don't know what to say about that. There was literally, like, no defence. I mean, that is shocking. And that deserves a shout of focus, because what a bunch of muppets they were then. So, Paul voted to throw it in, and then swings in across, and it's 3-2. We are chucking this game away. Very attacking, and time to make some changes, I think. I am furious with them at the moment. Look at this again. You got a 6'8" defender who can't challenge with that ball. Not impressed with this at all. Now they've got a corner. Bradbury makes a good header, and Steele is away here. He's got nobody anywhere within a country mile. I think go for goal, my friend. Not yet. Get nearer, you muppet. I mean, we're going to exceed 30 shots today. If we do not win, I will really be mad. Steele's picked up an injury. So we'll bring Coverley on. Switch them over. Coverley prefers to be a winger of some sort. Inside winger. Inside forward. Wing back. I'm going to put Butler as a dropping midfielder, because he is capable of doing that. Although, is he still having a poor game? Yeah, he's not excelling, is he? So what I think we'll do is we'll put Brooms on and put Brooms there. I am so annoyed with the way we've conceded 2 goals in this game. There was no need for it at all. Maybe I need to consider not being mega aggressive. Will we see out this game? 7 minutes? Flipping heck. Oh, I'm so frustrated with that result. We won, so I should be pleased at least with that. But we were absolutely cruising at 3-0. And nice work, everyone. But the defenders are getting a bit of a... They're not getting an okay, that was good, when they conceded 2 soft goals like that. That first goal was unbelievable. How long is Steele out for? 5 weeks. Well, at least he won't be complaining about not getting gameplay. I think his goal is the only reason we're praising him, if I'm honest. But Unwin was better. He got a goal and an assist. So Raymond Joseph is on his bike. What we are definitely doing is conceding goals nearly every time somebody has a shot. That is the one thing that I'll pick up on my key stats. And we're scoring like 1 in 10 at best. So we're playing against Bury today. They are the favourites to win the league. They'll have to do better than they did last season, to be honest, if they're going to do that. I'm going to give Mensah the start today. Not as an inside forward, as a winger. McCarthy needs to become the inside forward on the left. I'm going to give Butler another start and Unwin another start, which means Bradbury gets a rest. Do you know, I'm tempted to give Jones a start as well, but I think we're missing too many of our 4-star midfielders if I do that. So I'll just keep it like that for now. And Shenton can come onto the bench, just so that we've got a right back covered. Everybody seems okay in terms of health. A 2 who can come off Brooms as well. Who's Jones? Just remind me. So he's a player who can play all the way across the middle, except for defensive midfielder, which apparently can't do. Wonder if we've got the keeper on the wrong role for him. maybe that's what the issue is with all these goals we're conceding. As Mensah picks up the ball for the pointless highlight, and the highlight disappears. So it was opposite a pointless highlight. Early doors, Bury having a lot of possession. It's not fair, really. It's our job. Oh, there we go. We're back to 50-50. A whole 15 minutes without a single shot. So 20 minutes has been one shot in the whole game. We know Bury haven't had a shot because it's still 0-0. Wow, this is mad, isn't it? Let's bring it down to standard pace. See whether slowing it down gives us any better foothold on the game. Brown heads the ball away as the first highlight comes. Unwin has stolen the ball. He's doing great. He's only like a backup to me, but we've given him a couple of games here, and so far he's looked pretty good. But Darcy has now got through. He's hit the post. Nobody's closing him down. A shot from miles away, and you could do that all day long for me. So they hit the post. That was pretty close. I think the keeper would have saved it, though. Bury have definitely come back into this, so. Lloyd, we're going to start from the Bury keeper. We're trying to keep them in position so they can't do the short pass. It's worked because he's going long. Brown, what are you going to do with it? That was superb. Mensah, Hall. Ty Hall gets fouled. That was a dirty tackle. And he is off. Get out of there, you dirty git. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm just shouting at a player. Don't worry. My dog thought I was talking to him. Clark. Now Mensah. Good cross. McCarthy. What on earth was that? I mean, we are now in a good position against a team that should be beating us. We are 10 against 11. Let's just try and get everybody on the same hymn sheet. Tactics. Do we need to make any changes? Let's bring Bradbury on for Unwin. And is there anybody else? No, I think we'll leave it at that for now. Coverley can come on if Mensah doesn't provide us with a goal. Mensah looks like he's having a good game, in fairness. So it'll be a bit harsh to take him off. To be fair, I don't think Unwin had a bad game. So Lloyd gives it to Quirk, who gives it to Bitterbread. Back to Quirk. Back to Bitterbread. Nduweni. No idea how to say his name. But Nduweni is away here. Oh, don't kick him, you absolute clown. He was going absolutely nowhere and you kicked him. This is the second time that we've had a penalty given against us. Cannot believe it. 2, 1. He preferred me, I told him. So, Darcy with the penalty. What can you say? We have been absolutely done again. Big Tell is getting dropped, I think, because we're not seeing anything from him. Oh, I know why we're not seeing anything from him. What did I mean to do? But make him a target forward. Let's see. Any substitutes we want to make? Brooms can come off because he's a muppet. Do we put Coverley on or not? Yeah, Mensah has dropped off a bit, so let's take Mensah off. And Jones will take Tyler Hall off and give Jones a run out. I'm intrigued to see how Jones does, to be honest. Like I say, he's coming through. Looks quite decent. I think he's like 3-star now, and he's just been out on loan quite a lot. At least I think that's the player who I'm thinking of. Certainly a Welsh name, whatever. So we have another highlight. Again, starting with Lloyd, the Bury keeper. Hoofs it long. Clark wins it, gives it to Jones. Let's keep Jones in our sights and in our thoughts. As Clark finds Jones. Jones is in a good position here. Gets a ball to Big Tell, who absolutely spoons it. Well, he says he didn't miss by much, but should have scored for me. A Tuhu now. We're beginning to see a few highlights. Bradbury. Brown. Bradbury. Gives it to McCarthy. Spreads it out wide to Coverley. Coverley, what's he going to do with it? He's been fouled. We've got a penalty back. This hopefully will square it all up. Unwin's not on the pitch. Who's got to take it this time? Quirky gets a yellow card. So it's Butler. Come on, Butler. Don't let me down, lad. Yes, get in there. So we're back on level terms. Still 13 minutes to go. Apparently that's his first ever senior goal. So taking a penalty when you've never scored before. Brave. Nice little penalty. And there we have it, 1-1. Let's see if we can make this count now. Right. McCarthy and Big Tell are playing so bad that I think rather than take them off, I'm going to switch them around and see if changing the roles just brings something different out of them in the last 10 minutes. Let's drop back to positive for the last few minutes. Just because you know you're not going to get any very attacking highlights. Apparently we're not going to get any positive ones either. Oh, wait there, highlight. Come on. Last couple of minutes of the game. The ball is swung in early. Big Tell's waiting, but heads it over. McCarthy's looking tired. So this is going to be what would be normally a good draw, but the fact that they're down to 10 men, I would say we should have won that. So I'm actually saying we're disappointed, even though they are a better team than us, allegedly. But where are they in the league now? They're 18th in the league. If we think we're having a bad start, they're having a much worse start. So, Geisley, again, another difficult game. I think we're going to drop Big Tell. This could be controversial. But he's not scored many goals, has he? So, question is who we're going to play in that role. We haven't got anyone. So we can't drop him. So Bradbury's definitely coming back in. We'll go for Unwin. And Utaka can come in for Butler. And we'll keep Butler off the bench for now. He did okay in his last game, so got nothing to complain about there. Hall can come in and Jones can come in for Hall and have a go. And is that it? Is that all we want to do? Do we want to give Banks a go or somebody like that? No, I think we'll leave it at that. So we are rotating these midfielders around. Hopefully the two key guys do not start getting annoyed because they are important to me. So Whitehead, Swales, Woodcock. Pointless highlight, why are you... Oh, we're straight back into a highlight though. McCarthy. Cuts inside. Bradbury. Back to McCarthy. He was waiting for some support. It didn't come, so he crosses it. Mensah now will collect it. This is a goal. I'm telling you. And it is. It's Gareth Jones. Yes. He's got to be Welsh with a name like that. But 1-0. Leek Town. Geisley are floundering in the first couple of minutes of this game. Hopefully this will be the breakthrough game for us now. We scored, serious. Yes, we did. We go play with toys now. No, you just be a pig. No. Go on, go play. So Mensah picked up the ball. Will he swing in across? No, he'll pass it to Clark, who does swing in across. Khan punches it, and is there a counter-attack on for Geisley here? We have enough players back that we should deal with that. But Clark has made the tackle, but put it straight into the path of Ahmed. And Ahmed with a shot. Ward makes a good save, but now we've got a corner to defend, but we don't get to see it. So Ward has the ball in his hands. They're trying to stop us from rolling it out. So he goes long. Big Tell doesn't compete for the header, but does get that ball, but I think he was offside. It's not been given, so Mensah charging forward now. We've got a player at the back post. It is McCarthy, and it is 2-0. Mark McCarthy is absolutely loving that role as the inside forward on the left. A bit of managerial genius to teach a player to play where he can't play, just because we can't have Big Tell not being the target man. Which, by the way, I've forgotten to make him the target man again. So tactics. Target forward. Why do I keep forgetting? Need to do that into the main tactic as well. So Brown with a free kick from the edge of the centre circle. Swung in. And I think it's Jones who won the header. Caused him a little bit of nerves, but not a goal in the end. Correa with a corner. We've lost out on the corner, but it's got to come back with Clark. Gives it back to Correa. Who will... Oh, he plays it along the ground. Big Tell's tucked it in. Was he onside? Yes, he was. Big Tell. Big bad Tell. So, it won't class as coming from the corner because it was cleared. And technically, the defence reset. So... But it was a great ball for Correa. He was definitely onside, actually, Big Tell. And that's a nice finish. 3-0. Finally getting the rewards that this tactic deserves. Oh. I was just saying this morning how Big Tell has never had an injury. And it could be a bad one as well. Oh, what do we do now? I suppose we put Coverley back as a centre forward. He's not a target man, is he? So could have put Feezy on, I suppose. So address the team. What a 45 minutes we've blown them away. Let's not cock it up now. Yutaka. Commentating on the pointless highlight again. It's called me every single match so far. So Ahmed swings in a corner. There's the first of the 3 goals that they're going to get back. We are rubbish. Go and get it, Silas. Look at that really high, lofted corner. What was the keeper trying to save it with his head when he's got hands? Guiseley have definitely come back into this the second half. I think we are looking quite complacent. I think we are struggling for that left side with Steele being injured. Got to try Mensah across there. And Feezy will have to come on and play up front. Back to a target man. And Correa's getting tired. But we haven't got a replacement for him. Although Clark can play on that side if necessary. Midfield are looking all okay. So I think we'll just leave it as that 1 for now. This is a complicated... Oh, no, they've got another corner. They're going to score another goal. Far post again. Oh, we did win the header this time, but it's not over yet. The danger's still there. Lane, come on, put the tackle in. Well done. Ward, that's more like it. Well, I trust these guys with the feet. You could have played it short. So we've got no McCarthy and no Big Tell on the pitch at the moment. Oh. That's me knee. Correa with a throw in a dangerous area. The ball is crossed to the far post. Coverley cannot get to it, but Clark picks it up. Swings across it again. Feezy was lurking. Now Ahmed brings out the ball. There's a chance of a counter. They're piling players forward here. Lane cuts inside. The shot was very tame, and Ward holds on to it. I think we need to just play with a little bit more caution now. Perhaps lower the pace a touch. Ward plays the ball to Clark. Jones. Peasy. Jones again, chips the ball forward. He's having a good game, is Jones. Coverley with a good cross. Mensah at the back post, heads it onto the crossbar. Not a bad attempt. Mensah's got 2 assists today, so he's actually playing quite well. (3-1), not a bad result. We didn't have a lot of the ball, 34% of the ball, and yet we still won 3-1. We did have more shots than them. The same in terms of on target. But yeah, I'm happy with that win. My washing machine sounds like it's about to take off. So how long's he out for? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. 8 weeks at least. Get down. Yeah, scratching me. Yeah. It's only a washing machine, it's not scary. So injuries are beginning to catch up with us now. We haven't really got anyone to play on the left because I'm gonna have to use McCarthy up front, I think. Unless Mensah plays up front. So your Tucker can come off for Butler. Bradbury can come off for Hall. And Unwin's on the bench. A 2 who can come on for Brooms. See, I've tried to rotate the squad as much as possible. Big Tell's out injured for 8 weeks, so that's going to be a bit of a nightmare for us. So we'll put Yataka on the bench. Mensah could go up front, Coverley on the right. I think that's how we're going to do this for now, and if we need to switch him over, we will. We'll keep the centre forward roll on because Big Tell's not going to be there to be the target man anymore. This is the first time since he broke into the team that we've been without Big Tell. And I'm now beginning to regret not loaning a decent striker. So Coverley brings the ball forward on the pointless highlight, and it is a pointless highlight again. So Morecambe, expect them to be another difficult game. We seem to be getting all the difficult games while we're just still trying to figure out the tactic, which is not good. We have started very well, admittedly. 4 shots to their 0. So early doors, we're not getting any highlight chances. So I'll go down to balance for the speed. I think that does seem to create the better chances. It's sort of like a go-to tweak to the tactic. Is just slow it down a little bit. Try and get ourselves sorted. But I have to say, since we've done that, Morecambe have come right into the game. In fact, they're absolutely creaming us now. So let's take it back. Go much higher and see if we can get back on the front foot again. They weren't even in this game before. So the first highlight of the game. At the moment, it looks like it is not our way. Hendry plays it to Hampson. Goes out wide to Coulson. Good cross, Warren. Great save by Ward. And Atuhu gets it out. That was a very difficult chance for us. We managed to survive. Credit to Ward. It was a good save. So address the team. I think you've been unlucky so far. You've done nothing wrong. And just try and tell everybody they can make the difference, because they can. All you got to do is score, and you've made the difference. Do we want to make any changes? Well, Clark is looking tired and injured, so we'll give Shelton his first ever game. Don't know how good he is at wing back, but that's the position he's playing at this moment. Coulson, straight from the pointless highlight. Thankfully, it was a pointless highlight, because that looked a dangerous run from the start. I've noticed that Correa is not playing as a wing back. He does prefer wing back, actually, so let's keep him there if he's happy with it. Coverley gives it to Shelton. Jones back to Atuhu. Thomas Brown plays it to Correa. Correa brings it forward. Goes right to the byline, swings it across. Coverley can't get it in the far post, but Shelton picks it up. Left-footed shot, hits the crossbar, but it's the top of the crossbar, and it's gone over. Probably the best highlight we've had, if I'm honest, which is not a good thing. So this has been a close game. McCarthy's looking shattered. We haven't really got anyone to replace him either. Beasley is going to have a go in a role that he has no idea how to play. Bradbury will bring on for Jones. Switch those two round. And Hall can come on for Atuhu. So Hendry will swing in the ball. We've got it away, and Mensah has got space to run into. He's a long way from getting any support. Here it comes now, but Mensah skinned his man and hit the post. Well, come on, Feezy. The ball just went straight past you and you just stood there. Another close attempt from us. Correa now with a throw-in a dangerous area. Bradbury has spun his man and turned. Shelton, what's he going to do with it? He's going to take it to the byline. Swinging across. Feezy is waiting and headed it over. Could have done with one of those little goals, my man. One win can come on for Mensa, I think. And, well, let's get both of these on. We're going to drop him into midfield with both of them. And, yeah, I think that we'll put 2 strikers up there. Just to see if we can break the deadlock here. So, target forward. Centre forward. And haven't moved them guys up, so let's do that. There we go. So now we've got a few minutes with 2 strikers on, but no wide players. Bradbury pulls it back to Unwin, who's taken a shot, hits Ifans and Butler. Butler. Gives it to Hall. Back to Butler, plays the ball to Coverley. Coverley has finished absolutely sensationally. What a goal that was. We are straight on the defensive, as that was a goal to savour. Look at that. Coverley, one touch, beautiful finish. And all of a sudden, we've got a good lead against another good team. It's been a tough match, this. But we can safely say that we've earned, in a hard fashion, what potentially could be a good win. We're not there yet. I'm not counting this as a victory yet. I've seen plenty of games where we've had it snatched away from us at the deck. So we're not saying that we've won it. And very nearly, Kasuja nearly does score. So Ward, still got 3 minutes to survive. Do not want to see a highlight, really. The ball's coming back, but Correa's picked up the second ball. What's he going to do with it? He gives it to Bradbury. Bradbury now. He's out on the wing. He swings across to Feezy. Heads it. Should have headed it back in, really, but he didn't. Please be the end of the highlight. It is. No more highlights. Don't want any more. Yes, what a win that is against Morecambe. And all of a sudden, I am feeling like we are beginning to show the whole league that we are capable. 2 really good victories in a row, an unlucky result against Bury, and, you know, they have been tough matches that we've had. And we have proven ourselves to be capable in this. I've got a bad feeling this is about to crash or something because it's not showing the result. It's acted like we haven't played the game yet. It's going to rob us of this result, isn't it? No, we've got it. Right, get a save. Get it saved. So I thought Shelton had a good game considering. So where are we up to? 6 games. Braintree. Alfreton, Morpeth, Braintree and Hyde are our next 4 games. Where are they? So Alfreton are there. Morpeth. So we've got The team who are in 16th, team who are in 9th, team who are in 11th, and then the team who currently reside in 5th, but obviously by the time we reach that, that could change. I think with the madness that my dog seems to be in at the moment, it would be a good time to end the stream. We've completed August. I'll probably complete September off stream, and then we'll probably be able to do a couple of months between October and November for my next stream, which I will aim to do Monday or Tuesday night. Just depends on how awake I am after work. But I hope you've enjoyed that today. I certainly have. I think it started off badly, even though we were playing well. But then it seemed to sort of come together towards the end. And we won some very important games there. And if we can continue to keep getting performances in the big games, hopefully the smaller games will start being more consistent and get ourselves through. The only thing we can't afford is any more injuries. Well, thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye.